speaking, actually Thomas Edison reincarnated, but it's true and real. Do you understand the significance of such a matter of fact?
America, I'll take you out shooting. You can become an American and join the Republic. You finished? Yes, I am finished. You will not take my right. You go through background checks to get guns. How about Prozac? You know the number one. Oh, that's a big sponsor, isn't it? Or that whole class of drugs. Oh, whoa, guy, cut that off, don't you? Know what to talk about? The U.S. #1 cause of death is suicide now because they give people suicide mass murder pills. Her answer is give more money to psychiatrists and psychologists, men. Put more crazy people on drugs and make them kill people. Let's try and have a debate here. Yeah, answer me this, Quinn. You are sick of the same old script here, Biden. It's fine, bud. How many gun murders were there in America last year, you know? There were about 11,458, and about 74% of those were gang-related. Gangbangers shooting each other. You get 3.5 to fripped. Okay? You're not going to get our guns. By the way, you guys always say, we just want to take the semi-autos. Okay, and all this other stuff when semi-autos aren't even, rifles aren't even used but in a fraction of the
atomic bomb. The Genome Project gave us the human genome. The third great initiative could be the Connectome Project, to map the entire human brain. And that may take a quantum computer.
Okay, the first thing I can tell you is that M's spend most of their life in virtual reality. While this is what reality would look like when this is what an M reality. It's
all the worse is just how absolute.
The new model for the new concentration camp, where the inmates themselves, and the inmates are the guards, and they have this pride in this thing they've built. They've built their own prison, and so they exist in a state of schizophrenia, where they are both guards and prisoners, and as a result, they no longer have, having been lobotomized, the capacity to leave the prison they've made, or to even see it as a prison. From now, because you keep talking about the fact that they want to leave but never do. And I said, oh yes. And he said, why do you think they don't leave? He said, into a robot. Camp has been built. Now on, there'll simply be all these robots walking around, feeling nothing, thinking nothing. And there'll be nobody left almost to remind them.
These pieces of shit are, pair that with how complete garbage
Species called a human being.
It's what should be the adversary to the good side in that war. Main enemy with all opposition being bullshit. Control. Nothing of value or decency would consist in it. All evil seems tied to it. It is used to waste time and is most prevalent and subjected to
that there once was
the many are.
He really does feel that we're living in some kind of a nightmare now, and that everything that you hear now contributes.
Parasitic energy leeches.
I'm afraid that Earth, all of Earth, is nothing but an intergalactic reality TV show.
We want to bring them into the Federation of Planets. But first we do this test, to see if that species is worthy of joining. Needless to say, you all failed. People of Earth, since you did not raise cash, your species and your planet is hereby forever blocked off and barred from the rest of the universe. Goodbye. No, hey, wait, no.
Will fall into the wrong hands. The warlords of tomorrow will use radio telepathy for evil purposes.
I see. And, you are an agent from the world of the future.
Yes. A world of torture and terror. A world where free thought ceases to exist. Where the minds of men are controlled by dictators through the application of radio telepathy.
Look through a target's eyes. Hear through a target's ears. That means
I should warn you, Foxy, 2002 is very different.
Well, the future better get ready for
My mind boggles into invalidity, despite already rendered irreparable due to forced trauma back and forth games that removed my ability to trust my own mind or make a decision based upon what I know. And now, 10 years past overt ether revealed presence has the assurances of their zersiference. Yet here I am, in Hollywood.
Know any better?
Oh, bless your heart.
Jeez, didn't you hear me a second ago? I'm retarded.
Oh, you're just curious. Well, let me show you how everything works down there.
It is they are after. So Jade 2.0 is essentially the full command and conquer style military program. It eliminates all the middlemen. It goes directly from the elite or whoever's top of the chain, and it goes directly to the soldiers. There is no middleman anymore. There's no more wait. There's no more having to wait for instructions, because Jade 2.0 can give you everything you need to know instantaneously by just giving it the right data. You give the right data, it's going to take the algorithm and it's going to show you what's up and where to go and where you need to put your firepower on.
The music.
Help. These telepathy sickos see through my eyes. Always invasive and creepy. They obsess about when I go to the bathroom. They can invisible touch me and often assault me while injecting both visions in my mind's eye and actual organizer stalkers to get me when I'm on the LA streets. Many are doing their bidding. It's pure hell as perverse mafia Nephilim are intentionally doing more evil, seeking more extremes.
Comprehension, your actions are wrong, maybe once if you bother at all. Don't do it wrong.
Back when Futurama did the iPhone episode that tech was real, so that was soft disclosure for the algorithm-created AR overlays, brain-to-cloud interface, synthetic telepathy system 6G is to be. You all got to...
It was a shame. Brad Olson's genius plan stifled by those flaky creeps back in 2015. I mean, he put his life on the line, and it was clever how he devised his scheme for communicating with me. He definitely took a risk. I knew his seriousness for the task. It was the...
What that means is our capacity to truly grasp the purpose of this will isn't within our means for understandings. While his ongoing war he wages against Yahweh in this world that without total abidance will remain a world in decay, death and suffering will increase as many have already turned their backs on him, while Jehovah and his minion archons wreak havoc upon those who are afflicted and soon all might be suddenly in that torment so many have succumbed to as the time runs out on this cycle.
So why not? The Shaman Chief High Priest, half-blood Injun, Anishinaabe, Nordic Viking.